Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Food critic Keith Lee has done it again. What did Keith do this time? Keith was traveling through North Carolina when he got a DM from a woman named Taliata Jones. Taliata is the owner of JJ's Mama's Soul Food Restaurant. And she's not only been battling the regular battles that small businesses have to endure, but she's also been battling the battle of uncivilized mutts, known as good old-fashioned racist. She said that they had told her to go back to Africa, told her that she was the N-word, and she pleaded for Keith to stop by her restaurant as he passed through town. And that's exactly what he did. Keith didn't just pass by and get a meal. He tipped her $2,000 and an additional $1,000 to share with the community. I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Boy, I wish I could lay my hands on the uncivilized mutt that sent that woman that message. You see, these uncivilized mutts, they bank on intimidation. They bank on riding on who they perceive as the weak. Here we are with a woman who is just doing her best to get by, trying to build something that she can be proud of, perhaps pass down to her offspring or other family members. And here comes the uncivilized mutt, always ready, always on duty, don't get no rest, messing with this woman, digging at her, trying to bully her. Remember what I tell you, fam. They only attack when they have numbers, size, or weaponry. That's it. They are textbook cowards. I'm talking about textbook cowards. One thing about me, fam, I wouldn't run. It ain't just race. I ain't running from nobody. They ain't got to come find me. Once I figure out that they did this or did that, I'll come find them. That's what they don't want. That's what they can't deal with. I don't care how big and bad they think they are. When you stand up to that bully, the bully always backs down or gets knocked down, because the bully ain't really got no fight. The bully is an insecure, little uncivilized mutt who cannot operate amongst the civilized. That's why they behave the way they behave. That woman ain't did nothing to him. He don't even know her. I'm assuming it's a him. Might be a her, because the him wasn't by himself during all of this oppression and colonization and hangings and murders. They wasn't by themselves. They always had an accomplice. That's right. That's right. 2025 people are still tripping that something like this goes on. It's going to continue to happen because we live in a white supremacist country. This country, the foundation of it is based on white supremacy. All of its ideologies are white supremacy. Everything about it It's white supremacy. And they uphold it with law enforcement legally. Legally they uphold it. This is why the ones who commit illegal acts can oftentimes get away. And this is why they're emboldened, because they have their legal watchdogs, i.e., politicians, your lawmakers, your judges, your prosecutors, your law enforcement, you see, military, politicians. They're all in the same game and they're all on the same team. If you think it is when it ain't, you ain't really thinking. I never have these type of things happen to me, fam, because they know it ain't just gonna be resistance. It's gonna be something else that come with it. See, that's how you gotta deal with them, fam. You gotta deal with them, click and hit them on every level. And you gotta be smart about it too, because they will try to hide behind the law. They will throw a rock and hide their hands. They will create chaos and then try to play the victim. Oh man. And they can do that because oftentimes the people who are in charge of administering justice are also cut from that same cloth that they're cut from. So they shield them. They protect them. They make excuses for them. They give them second, third, fourth, fifth chances. A lot of those uncivilized mutts who come off like they are so perfect, like they ain't never did nothing wrong, and like they're upstanding members of the community, you know, a lot of them have criminal history. A lot of it's just been concealed. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Concealed criminal history. But they think they're somehow better because it doesn't show up on their record. Keith Lee is a godsend. That's a good dude. I've been checking him out for a minute. I've been watching him going in these restaurants and giving honest reviews. Sometimes people get hot at him about the review that he leaves, but he don't go in trying to leave bad reviews. He actually go in to support these restaurants that he stop at. You know, he go in to support them. He don't go in like looking for something wrong. He don't do that. The dude go in and, you know, he like go in and try to, you know, see what this restaurant is about. What's all the fuss about? You know, they say you got some good food. Well, let's see. And then he'll give his honest opinion about it. And oftentimes he leave like gigantic tips. This woman, her restaurant, after Keith Lee visited and posted on social media about it, when he posted about the experience, she reported that business tripled. That's dope. That's super dope. You see what we can do, man, when we work together? You see what we can do when the communities come together? Now, here's the thing. Some people like to say, well, you know, well, that's just one dude and woo, woo, woo. Well, where are all the other people that live in Lexington, North Carolina, who are not black? Where's the support from them? Why aren't they lining up to show their support? Why aren't they in line to get them a 3-piece chicken meal? Where's the support? This is why places like Lexington, North Carolina exist. This is why people like the person who wrote that message to that woman exist. Because they have the support of entire communities. I would never live in a place like Lexington, North Carolina. None of these old hick-ass country towns. Too much backwoods thinking. Too much good old boy mentality. Too much us against them mentality. I could never. Salute to Keith Lee. Salute to JJ's Mama's Restaurant. Yeah. I hope y'all continue to win and win so much that you're forced to open multiple locations in Lexington. No more talk.